your Doom City friendly monster Coach D, and you are listening to the On the Way Up show only on Highly Unique Radio.
Good morning. Happy Monday. What's going on, my people? I'm your girl, Takara Star, coming from afar to bring you the On the Way Up show. But I'm not alone. I'm rolling with the best co-host in the world. What's up, brothers?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday morning. It's your Doom City friendly monster Coach D. What it is, what it does.
Yeah.
What it will be.
What it be?
Yeah,
What it be
man.
like?
What's up, Black? Good morning.
What's going on, man? Happy Monday, man. You know what it is. Vibes is really up.
Liddy.
Major weekend.
Amazing weekend. We gonna talk a lot about that Afro night that, Star had put on Sunday night.
I put on.
Yeah. We're gonna talk a little about that.
Yeah.
Rolling Loud happened over the weekend.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Friday night was crazy. Traffic was bonkers in the city.
Yeah,
Just
traffic was stupid, bro.
Yeah.
We were actually in a parking lot on 95 heading south of Davie Boulevard.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
You know what? I was just thinking about, traditional 9-to-5ers and how Monday is a dread. And I was just curious, do you guys feel that way as entrepreneurs? Do you even keep track of the days of the week?
No, I don't know what day it is.
Right.
I don't know what day it is. Every day is a new day. Every day is another day. I don't. Weekends are like holidays are all the same to me.
Right. What about you?
I have to agree. Here's why. You know what? Who said at nighttime, we had to go to sleep? Right? Who said in the morning we had to wake up? One thing I have learned as an entrepreneur.
I mean, that's kind of how the sky works, the rhythm.
We're programmed that way, right? But
well, when the light comes, that's when you can work, unless you're doing some other type of work, brother.
No, that's not necessarily true. I was a night auditor, so I worked from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. But
listen, that's new age technology. I'm just saying, you said who said. I'm thinking Mother Nature was the originator.
Yeah, but I honestly think some man, decided that the morning is the time we all wake up, and at night it's time to be home with your family and go to sleep.
Yeah, those men were probably farmers.
Yeah, possibly. But I'll tell you this: for me, it's different. I go to sleep when my body says I'm tired. So time doesn't dictate when I go to bed or not. So,
you know what? Speaking of that time situation, I don't want to identify as a night owl because I don't want to put myself in a box. I like to think of myself as very fluid or flexible in that way. So if I got to be a morning bird, I'm a morning bird. If I'm a night owl, I'm a night owl. But I noticed that staying up late is definitely not a problem for me. And I see this a lot among a lot of creatives. And I'm just curious because you always hear that highly successful people get up extra early in the morning. They're in bed by 10. Do you think your circadian rhythm has something to do with your success in life?
I think it plays a role.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe it plays a role. I listen to Eric Thomas in the morning sometime as my to-go guy for motivation. And one thing that I've learned with listening to Eric Thomas every morning is the energy that he sells to you, right? Get the in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he says it doesn't matter where he's at in the world. He has to be up at 3 a.m. in the morning in the gym, no matter what, no matter where he's at. So for me, I think it's important. It's important if you have that rhythm, go work late and go to work extra early. It always works.
Wait, so
for me.
are you suggesting no sleep? Because most of the time when people are getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, usually I hear 5 o'clock in the morning, they're in bed by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. They're still getting their sleep in. They're just not up at night.
I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I always believe in trying to get work done for the day, on the day, because I don't want it to drag on for the next day because I don't know what my workload is going to be the following day. So for me, it's like I have to try to get it done before I get some sleep. Otherwise, I'm pushing my entire work agenda a few days back, and I can't do that because it just pile up. In
You
our
sound
industry,
overstretched.
Yeah, man. In our industry, it's stressful. It's stressful.
Black, what you think about all this?
I have friends that are those guys, like, you call them at 8:30, 9 o'clock, they're already in bed.
Mm-hmm.
They're already in bed.
And these people that you're speaking of, they're highly successful in their own right. Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah. So they're the guys like, they would. I call them at 9:30. Yo, they're in bed. Now they may not be sleeping, but they're in their bed form. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're on that transition.
Right. And they're still taking calls to maybe 10 o'clock, but they're in bed. Me, that's not me. Unfortunately, that's not my style. I get home all hours of the day, all hours of the night, and I'm up, and my unwinding process takes 2-3 hours to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if I get home at 11, I'm not wind down to like 1.
Right.
And then at 1, I'm just in that wind down mode, but I'm still up because I'm still maybe checking emails, writing, reading. Right. There's been nights start. I would be up in that purgatory mode till 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. And my wife's like, "Yo, have you gotten any sleep?" Nah, but I'm not tired because I was on this like cool vibe,
Chill mode.
Yeah. Right. So, but I've done the most horrible thing to my body that's been up for a week, 2 weeks at a time, not getting any sleep.
Ooh, I don't know if I could do that, bro.
It's hard. I suffer from insomnia, so sometimes I get in a mode. I'm up. But on the other side, do I think those people who get that much rest is successful? I don't know if they super successful, but I know they super rested. You know what I'm saying? My wife is a person who has to get 8 hours, or she's unfunctional. 7 hours, she's tight. 5 hours, she's miserable. 4 hours, she is not nice to be around.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And my wife is a person who believes in the 5-hour energy drinks and all that kind of stuff. I don't do those things. Right? I'm someone like you, Coach D. When my body says enough is enough, is enough.
You crash.
Yeah, I crash. And I might knock out for, a 8-hour, 10-hour sleep mode, and then get up on some fogginess for another 5 or 6 hours until I'm recharged. And I'm like my cell phone. I'm back at it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening in from YouTube, welcome to the family. If you are a returning watcher, thank you for coming back. What's up, fam? Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure that you hit that little subscription bell and let us know, what do you need to feel like fully yourself in the day? You need 8 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. They say we sleep in 2-hour intervals. So no matter what, you need at least 2 hours at a time to get that full REM. But I'm just curious, if you consider yourself to be highly successful, what does your sleep rhythm look like? I'm really curious. I need to know. I'm trying to figure out the best schedule for me.
What's your current schedule like now? Because you say you stay up at night. So is it like mainly morning you go to bed, or in the afternoon?
It really does depend on what's going on in my life. Similar to Black, sometimes I won't go to bed till 6, 7, 10 o'clock in the morning. I've gone to bed that late or earlier, however you want to see it. But then there's also, times where I'm in bed by 11 and 12 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, man, this is amazing. And then if I have to be up early, then, generally I could still be asleep by 12 o'clock and get up,
Absolutely. Hey, to be in bed by 9:30 p.m. is a privilege. The days that I'm able to get in bed around that time, it's amazing. Good feeling.
Well, now that my kids are grown, I feel like I'll have a little bit more control over my schedule. And this is why I'm really interested to know, because as I'm following successful people, it seems like a running theme, this time period that they get up the morning fresh hour. But again, just not too long ago, I was taking the kids to school in the morning. So if I was up late, sometimes it wouldn't make sense to go to sleep. I just have to tough it out because I'm driving my kids to school or making sure that they're getting off. And but now I kind of have more control over my mornings. And if I need to be up at 5 a.m. meditating, then I'm open for that. But I need to see a little bit more evidence.
I'm with you on that.
So your comments do matter. Your voice does matter. Please drop us a comment in our YouTube link. What time are you getting up in the morning? Let me know. And what did you eat for breakfast this morning? I want to know that too.
That's right. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the quote of the day. Hey, I am excited for the quote of the day. Today, quote of the day is, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be ignited.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
That was hard.
Oh, wow. You guys
didn't expect
both,
that, huh?
You guys both said,
Not on a Monday.
On a Monday.
I know. Let me wake up.
Yeah,
Put the sleep out my eye. Hold on, bro.
I thought you was going with something light, bro. You get hold up.
Oh,
I
no,
know.
no,
Say
we-
this again.
All right, here we
Run that
go.
back.
The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be ignited.
Okay.
Yeah, so he talking to the creatives out there.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
They talking to the creatives out there.
All the creative out there, the mind have to be ignited in
Yeah.
order for them to be able to function. That's
Yeah.
what makes them a Picasso.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
In the inner sage in all of us, the wisdom that lies within,
Yeah.
But okay, who you want to go first on
All
this?
right,
D?
here
This
we
is-
go.
This is heavyweight right now.
So who's ready?
Where's your belt at?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
This definitely deserves a belt.
Somebody said they want the belt right now.
I'm telling you, we'll get that cup started next week, man. I promise you.
Man.
All right, here we go.
I'll
well,
go with it. I'll go with it. The mind.
Oh.
The mind is to be not to be fed, but to be ignited, right?
right.
Okay, so I love that. I think that's more so again a creative thing. We all go to school and get a whole bunch of knowledge and information, but if we don't have the it doesn't resonate with your spirit, you cannot make it make sense. So I feel like at the end of the day, knowledge is power, but we also gotta know how to engage it. So,
Right.
this is dope. I feel like I'm that kind of person. I'm a person who you can give me a lot of information and I can study it and I know it, but it has to be a spark for me to use it and then create the next thing for me. For me, with filming. I read all the books and all that stuff about how to film, how to make a movie, how to make a TV series, but then what sparked it is when I was able to apply it, and then apply it to my life, and then to my craft, and then to my community, and to my ecosystem, and then I was able to figure out how to make it better and different and unique for my crew. So, yeah, I agree with this. This quote is talks to me.
What
Okay.
up, Star?
What up? Good morning.
Good morning. What it is, what it does.
I don't want to be redundant, but I do have to double down on what Black said about knowledge. So it's we always hear knowledge is power, but the truth is applied knowledge is power,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And growing up, funny enough, my dad was the first person that really instilled in me knowledge is power and really activated my learner streak. Like, I consider myself to be a perpetual learner, and that's because of my dad. He was very fervent about getting an education, learning, doing something with the mind, right? And then I would have what I call like my spiritual dad. Shout out to Kaleem Nordine. He's the one who really emphasized that the best way that you can honor knowledge and those who pass on knowledge to you is to do something with it. And he was my first introduction to Kwanzaa. And at the end of our Kwanzaa, we would always go to the bookstore and get books. So it was still always about knowledge. But whatever book we had to glean from it and then do something about that which we read. So I really do agree with Black on what he's saying. It really is about the ignition or being ignited by what you're reading and then doing something about it. I will also take it to another side as far as like my spirituality, because the quote said that the mind isn't meant to just be a filled vessel, right?
That is correct.
And what I've learned about using my spiritual practices, this is what I've learned. That sometimes it's not about reading or learning something outside of yourself, but being able to sit within yourself and tap into that inner wisdom that's already there. And when you can tap into the knowingness that you already have, like this God-given gift that we all have, you will set ablaze. You will definitely set ablaze, and you'll have wisdom beyond your years. You'll have knowledge beyond a textbook. So I think, yes, knowledge is great. But while getting knowledge, I hear the saying, seek understanding. And I think that understanding comes when you have that ability to sit with yourself. And I just want to challenge and ask everybody today, when is the last time that you've sat 24 hours with yourself? No cell phone, no kids, no outside distraction, no TV, just with yourself. Sit 24 hours with yourself, and I think that you'll experience this quote come to life. You will be ignited with not only like knowledge, but inspiration and insight that you just wouldn't get any other way.
Word.
And I have to give that credit, that 24 hours sit with yourself credit to our last interviewee who was here, Rich.
Rich.
Yeah. He was very profound in asking me that question, and I just thought it was a great question to ask, because I think some of my greatest inspirations have come when I've sitting with myself. And you guys are always teasing me like, you don't watch TV, Takari, da da da. But I think I wouldn't be who I am today without having those moments of thinking for myself and allowing my TV to be my imagination and who I see myself in my life to be.
Yeah, you got to take time for yourself. It's self-care.
Absolutely.
Self-love, right?
Self-care, self-development.
Yeah.
How can you know who you are if you don't sit with yourself?
You got to have those self-conversations.
Yeah.
I think they're very important. Back then, growing up, I used to think people who talk to themselves was crazy. But, these are the brilliant people out there, because the mind is constantly working. And they're constantly thinking of how they can improve or develop something new, right?
Right.
And that goes back to what you're saying. These are the creative people, the innovative people, the people who are out there are always thinking, how can they change the world? We grew up on Pinky and the Brain, right?
Right.
So you always thinking on how can you change the world? So how can you ignite your mind to think that way? And that's what makes special people, not crazy.
Right.
Right? And
I think some of the most renowned geniuses in the world were just slightly off.
they were different.
Yeah,
They
there
were
you
different,
go. That's that. They
right?
were different.
They were different.
Yeah.
But they're special.
Absolutely. No, their weird helps me embrace my weird.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. I love what you both said today. I don't think I can come back and.
Oh no, brother! You better ignite
so
something.
Here's the thing:
Act
we
like
cannot
that belt
board.
is here.
We cannot board our viewers or our listeners with the same information going around this morning. I actually thought this quote this morning is something that I wanted to bring to the table, because we always talk about uplifting people right here on this show, and I think we are the ignition to helping others to explore more in life. And to be quite honest, I don't have much more to say, because I think you all said it all perfectly, right? But at this moment, my only focus here is to make sure that everyone understand that I bring it to the table, but I don't have to say anything.
Oh no!
I don't have to
When
say
do we
anything.
start this?
No, you know what it is?
Look, I do not consent.
He don't have his belt, so he don't worry about losing.
I
it.
don't feel no pressure.
I ain't trying to lose the belt. After what Star just said, dude, like, how can you back?
No, I ain't gonna
How
hold
can you fight that?
Listen, I could add something to that. I could add something
You
to
said
that.
She keep going.
Listen, okay, I'm gonna go for you, brother. I'm gonna
right,
give you
here we
one
go.
grace. Be ready next time. No, I'm just okay. But just to add to that, because if you are someone who either is in school or is seeking knowledge and wondering what knowledge to seek, right? Because there's so much out there. It's a vast world out there, right, of knowledge. This is what I learned, because growing up, I was always pushed to read. And I felt myself a lot of times reading the books that school would give us, I would fall asleep reading these books. Or I would start making up my own scenarios. Like, I'd read and all of a sudden the words would get kind of blurry and I'd have a whole nother outcome in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, that didn't happen. Let me go back and read it over. And I realized I was just reading stuff that I wasn't interested in. It wasn't until I got the book by Sister Soldier called The Coldest Winter Ever.
One of my favorite books.
I couldn't put the book down. I couldn't put it down.
What's the name of that book?
The
Coldest
coldest
winter
winter ever. If y'all read that book, I felt like that was my life. And I could, like I said, I couldn't put it down. I was stuck on my couch reading this book. I cried in this book. You couldn't tell me this book wasn't like a movie in my mind.
My boy Midnight with the man.
I love Midnight.
Midnight with the man.
Yes. So, and in that book, I was Winter. I felt like I was Winter. So
This book's written by Sister Soldier.
Sister
Soldier.
Soldier. So I'm saying that to say, if you find that you are not interested in what you're engaging in, do not think that you're not smart. Don't think that this is the end of the road for you, that you're not a creative. You might not have tapped into the right knowledge that's meant for you.
That's true.
That's going to spark you. So when you're looking out at this vast world of knowledge, find the things that really light that ignition within you.
The why.
The why?
The why.
Is it
Find your why.
find the why?
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
Nah, you're right. That's what it is.
You got to find your why, right?
Yeah.
In order to ignite anything that you want to accomplish, you got to have a why.
I'm gonna tell you the book that sparked my whole. Cause I hated reading in high school and in early college. I hated it. The book that turned that light on in me was one of them was The Coldest Winter Ever. I thought that was amazing. Like I couldn't believe that a black woman wrote that. That was crazy. But the other book that was it's an American classic with The Great Gatsby.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
when I read that, oh man, you know, the story how he illuminated the Hamptons and all that, it was amazing for me, and then that just made me like to read, because I didn't before that I didn't like to read.
Right.
The stuff they were making me read, I didn't want to read that.
Exactly.
I
You would think that you're not a reader until you find that right book.
That's true. That was my very first novel that I read and reenacted in a high school
The
play.
Great Gatsby?
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with that book. Even when the movie came out,
It was amazing.
it was amazing as well.
I waited
So,
forever for that movie.
me too. Me too.
See, I think
That's
I
a
could
good
actually
book.
watch that again. I did see that movie.
That's amazing. It's an amazing movie and an amazing story.
Yeah, I love the cinematography in the movie, the fashion.
Oh yeah, the parties.
We need to redo that with some color, y'all.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But all right now, I guess that's all I got though.
That's all you got?
That's all we need.
All right, that's all we need.
That's all we
today.
needed, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, that was your quote of the day. We'll be right back with your world news.
Yo, Coach D,
What's up, Star?
I heard you got the tea.
I got the lemonade. I got the juice. I got the tea. So let's start sipping, baby. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Nelly.
Okay,
Not that you ran with
okay.
that, Black. I love it.
Yes.
What's up, man? What news you got? This
Oh, man. Drones invasion in the Northeast.
I seen that.
All
Dun, dun,
weekend long. All weekend long it's been
I
reported.
seen that.
You're seeing that, right? New
Yo,
Jersey.
Is that the Twilight Zone hitting us or what?
I don't know, man. The government is reporting it's nothing to worry about, according to the Joe Biden administration. So,
That's how you going to do it now? You're doing the Joe Biden administration?
it is Joe Biden administration. So if it's something that is very concerning or a national security, perhaps, the citizen of this country need to be aware. Yeah. Or if we're being attacked by UFOs, we need to be aware. From what I'm hearing, these drones are the size of SUVs.
Yeah,
so they're nothing small, right?
Yeah, I saw that. And we got 38 days left in the Joe Biden administration.
Yeah.
How do you guys know that it's government related? These could be like Amazon testing out their new delivery.
The new delivery. Yeah. And we all said the same thing, but the government is not coming out to tell us exactly what it is, right? Yes, that is the conspiracy. Maybe the Amazon companies or just and
drones.
remember
or the new flying cars.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Why would they be the new flying cars?
Well, I mean, flying cars isn't new, but testing how it's actually going to operate in the skies could be something that we're now just becoming more privy to.
But why didn't they notify the local government or state officials?
Wait, so you think the government was caught off guard by these flying objects?
They're acting like they are.
They're acting like they are.
That's the whole point of this story.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right
go
there.
on, because how are we supposed to have confidence in our government if they don't know what's going on?
That's why he said the Joe Biden administration.
That's why I'm saying it's the
You
Joe
trying to say they
Biden
sleep on the
administration.
job?
Somebody need to tell us what's really going on. But you know what? I know someone who can tell us a little bit more about what's happening here. Let's listen to who it is here, News Nation.
All right, News Nation, what you got to say?
You're hearing it from almost all major news channels. CNN, that was breaking news on Friday morning. Fox, breaking news Friday morning as well. And all this weekend, that's been the top conversations in world news. So what are these objects that's flying around?
I seen a few on video, and they said the Air Force had followed a couple. It had to be drones, how they move. You know, the level of how they drop at so fast from so many feet at one time, and how they maneuver. It has to be drones. I don't believe it's a UFO, because if it was a UFO, they would have made more of a stink about it. They were trying to say that it could have been Japanese and Chinese spies, could be spy drones. So we're in a real weird space right now in time, because no one, the level of espionage and cloak and dagger energy is heightened. I'm not sure it's because of the president-elect is coming back, and we're just on some, everybody's on edge.
Right.
But he wanted to kill the FBI, all kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, if you are listening to Trump over the weekend, he is demanding for answers regarding these flying objects from the White House. He's asking Biden and his team to come out and let us know exactly what it is. Otherwise, start shooting them things down.
Yeah, that man crazy, man.
So we all know.
I would like to see that happen. That I actually want him to back it up. If he can do that,
but
look, he got a whole new level of respect for me.
The Japanese had a balloon that flew over North America, LA, and then it came across, and then they didn't want to shoot it down, and then they finally shot it down when it got close to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're in a scary time. Like the Cold War is because not a Cold War right now. We think it's all good, but they moving like it's a Cold War. The level of secrecy is crazy.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
But you know what? I kind of disagree. So probably it's not a UFO, but I just want to take note that it could potentially be a UFO. It's already been substantiated that UFOs exist or aliens exist.
Right.
They've even given there's a whole nother name for it now. It's not unidentified flying object anymore. They use different terminology because not everything is quote unquote flying. Mm-hmm. And I was just listening to a whole new documentary about this. So the government knows aliens are real, and what we are calling, in layman's term, UFOs are real. Mm-hmm. And they've never been out about it up until this point either, really. So I think Trump knows that the Biden administration probably does know and does not want to stir up the American people. And because of that, he's poking the bear.
Well, his national security officer actually went to CNN on Friday and stated and made his promise to the people. The minute he found out what it is, he'll bring it. He'll bring it right back to CNN right there with Wolf Blitzer to make sure that the American people know exactly what's happening.
No, we're going to know exactly what they want us to know what's happening. That's what's really going to happen.
Big fact.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%. I mean, the story, they got to put the story together now. I mean, keep in mind, this wasn't discovered by government officials. It was by, people like you and I in the Northeast. So, and they were trying to deny it by saying there is no evidence that took place, until videos started popping up. And then it forced the city commissioner and the mayor of New Jersey to come out and says, hey, we need to know what this is as well. So they challenged the FBI and also the Biden administration to provide more information regarding these flying objects.
And gosh darn it, because of all this social media and everybody has access to a phone and a platform, you just can't make people turn the other way anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all. You can't lie to
Very
people
hard to do
anymore.
that.
I'm hearing Scooby Doo, like, and we almost would have got away with it
Oh wow.
if it hadn't have been for you meddling people, right? You meddling
Absolutely.
kids, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Trump is stirring it up. He's getting ready for his inauguration, and the billionaires are all flying to his side. Already, Mark Zuckerberg, the billionaire owner of Meta and Facebook, has committed to donate $1 million to the president-elect inauguration. Also, Jeff Bezos, the billionaire owner of Amazon, is making a promise to donate $1 million toward Trump inauguration as well. So, man, Trump is getting all these billionaires' friends ready. He's getting them ready. Not only that, he wants his inauguration to make history, and he doesn't want it just to be a national thing. He wants it to be a world thing, something that I've never heard before. He is inviting other world leaders to come to his inauguration. Of course, we know that President Xi from China is definitely invited.
He's not coming though.
What makes you think he's not coming?
Xi's not coming. He gonna send a delegate here, but he's not coming.
I mean, they are saying that's what's going to happen. He may end up sending a delegate here, and he may not come. But however, I know he's offering the extent to the is it Prime Minister or President of Venezuela?
Italy.
Italy
also.
Yep. So he's definitely asking them to come, and if they don't come, that will start war with Trump. So world leaders, if you receive the invite from Trump and his team,
pull up,
man.
Because if you don't
Just
pull up, he's going to bomb you.
Yeah,
I was
well,
about to say
won't
this
say
is
that.
going to be a heavily secured event because
it is,
if
it is,
somebody
it is.
wanted to get everybody at one time,
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Right. Well, in more crazy news, Trump is reporting that he would like to get rid of the daylight savings completely. Gone. Bye-bye.
I don't know why people just want. I don't know why people mess with it. Because they've been moving it. They've been moving it from month to month. Like last year it was in October. Now this year it was in November.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care. Like there's other things you should be doing. Don't mess with
yeah,
that.
I was just curious, like why?
Yeah. There's
Out of all the things,
there's two countries on the eastern hemisphere that don't do daylight savings. One of those countries, Jamaica. Jamaica don't do it. Because
go ahead.
The reason being, if Jamaica moved just that 1 hour, light will be into like damn near 10 o'clock, and kids will they want kids to be off the street and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So Jamaica decided a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that they're cutting out the daylight saving thing. For half the year they're off. They're an hour back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have some associates of mine that are in Pakistan, and yeah, they don't experience daylight saving time.
But I'm just saying, what is the harm in experiencing daylight savings time? I mean, coming from Alaska,
You need it.
daylight at 12 o'clock at night is not new.
Yeah.
And if anything, it makes you feel pretty safe as a kid if you're outside. Not that you should be outside, but...
Well, the purpose for daylight saving now is just so in the morning when kids go to school in the morning, during the wintertime, there's light at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then in the summertime, they want to shut down. Night is later, so that's all that is. They want to give you more playtime in the summer, activity to daylight saving during the summertime, and in the wintertime, give kids more daylight in the morning. That's all it is. It really worked more for those cities like in New York, Philadelphia, stuff like that.
And Alaska.
And Alaska.
We have a whole summer solstice around this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So for him messing with it, cutting it out, it's going to make any money? It's not going to make us no money.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the why part, like, what is the fundamental issue?
I have no idea. He's...
It's
I was
an
actually
easy
asking the
way
same question today. I'm like, well,
why are you messing with it?
Why are you messing with it, bro? Like, is it really hurting or making a difference in our lives?
It doesn't make us. It doesn't make any hour time or more daylight. It doesn't make us any more money.
Yeah. Hey guys, let's take another sip. Y'all ready? Let's take another sip of this tea.
Okay, you got some more tea for us?
Yeah, man. So it just hit me today that Beyonce allegedly never carried Blue Ivy. It was carried by
A surrogate.
a surrogate.
Was that the,
So the whole time she showed up with the bump during her performance, and I thought she was carrying a child. She wasn't. Allegedly.
alleged?
Okay.
I disagree with that one.
Well. I did do a little bit more digging. So I saw an old episode of Wendy Williams where Wendy Williams showed where she sat down and it shifted. The bump, there was a little bump there. And I rewatched that episode maybe 4 or 5 times today just before I got here to the station and be like, man, I've been tricked this whole time. So the rumor is that they had a surrogate carry the baby. When it was time to deliver the baby, they closed down the hospital, the entire hospital. Okay. Nobody saw the woman's face when she was going in and when she was going out. And it just so happened Blue Ivy was announced that she was born on that day at the same hospital.
Right. And so Star,
and it was not Beyonce.
So Star, here I'm gonna chalk this.
And she
one
disappeared after having the baby.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Star, I'm gonna chalk this one up. Star to Coach D's conspiracy theory number 7. Right? You know, we have the Tupac maybe still alive. You know, right?
Somebody had
know.
mentioned Tupac went to Juilliard or something. That's not true, by the way. I double checked that. If we're gonna spin the block on that conversation,
he didn't go to Juilliard. He went to a performing arts school
in Baltimore.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Okay, we're going. So that's one.
Tupac's alive. 1, 2. Lil Wayne.
In Haiti.
Oh, you already know.
right. And now I'm gonna add the Beyonce not having Blue Ivy herself.
All right. So keep counting.
Keep these notes.
But that one there is not. I don't believe it's a conspiracy thing. So allegedly, look, I did my media work today. I did some journalism work today. Okay, and I digged and find out that there might be some truth to this.
Okay.
Sip.
A little tea.
All right.
We'll go with that.
Look, I don't know. For some reason, I think if she did have a surrogate, it would be understandable. But something in my spirit, I don't know. I just can't easily go with it.
The rumor is that she can never carry a child. That's the rumor.
Listen, I do say this.
Allegedly.
But and that would even make more sense as to why someone would just be very forward about having a surrogate.
Right.
If you're not able to carry children, that's a great platform to speak to other women in that same type of condition. She could have been a role model.
No, that's fine, and I support that. I just believe that, you know, if it's true, I was misled.
And she also managed to gain weight during that time.
Yeah,
by the way,
she did.
Now here the true for me, the true conspiracy is I ain't never seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's son's face.
You have not. Will. I don't think any of us have seen them.
Yeah.
They managed to find a way to keep him off the internet,
off the grid.
But that's what I respect the most about Beyonce. Well, prior to getting with Jay-Z, a lot of her life you couldn't find. I love her publicist or her whole team that really did a good job of managing her PR. I think she was highly managed, and I respect that.
Well, if that's the case, why not show? Well, Blue Ivy is all over now because she's of age.
Yeah,
you know, but
she's 12.
But the other,
15, she's 12.
His other daughter, because it's a twin, right?
Yeah.
A boy and a girl, right? Well, we've seen her, right? But what does
his son look
Jay-Z Carter Jr. look like?
Right.
Jigga Jr. look like.
Yeah.
They saying none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know. You already know I got mixed feelings about this.
Hey, all this is coming out ever since the entire
Kim
Jay-Z scandal.
Kardashian have a surrogate? And I think she was open about
That's
that,
correct.
right?
And there's nothing wrong with being
That's what
open
I'm saying.
about that.
So
Absolutely.
why would somebody lie about that?
I don't know. And go to the extent of
hiding it,
clearing
and then creating
out the hospital.
a prosthetic baby bump. That's a whole lot of commitment.
Right.
That's a lot of commitment.
It was. Hey, you guys wanted the juice. You wanted to taste a little tea.
That tea was bitter, brother.
So it was bitter.
It was iced tea, goddamn. It was Arnold Palmer.
Right. It was given generic.
It was given generic, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was the juice. That was the tea with your boy, Coach D. We'll be right back with my favorite part of the show, which is
Culture Conversations.
We'll be right back. Good morning.
And we are back. If you are just tuning in, welcome to the On the Way Up show. We're here to help you get on the rise. That's literally out your bed and figuratively in life, right? Now, as y'all know, I'm Takara Star. I'm coming from afar to bring you the best content and conversations. Never alone, though. I got the best co-host with me. They're already ready already. I see Coach D out there. If y'all cannot see him, he is in his prayer stance, his meditation stance. Because in tradition, we like to take 5 breaths in. Oh, my gosh, brother. All right. And 5 breaths out. Now, we do that to slough off any old day, any old thoughts, beliefs, any bad jujus. We just kind of release and let that go with that 5 breaths, inhale, exhale, right?
That actually helped me. Now I'm not too mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z for lying to us, man. You know, it actually helped. Thank you for that. That was soothing.
You're very welcome. But, I have to say I'm really empathetic with celebrities. And I think that if she did lie about carrying her child, there had to have been a reason behind it. And how much pressure they must have been in trying to uphold this lie over this course of
It just
pregnancy.
hurt, because I feel like I'm the only man that, is part of the beehive,
You're the only man.
I feel like I'm the
You mean the only heterosexual man?
I'm the only straight dude, yeah. That's part of the beehive.
Because I've been to Beyonce concerts. They out there. Them men is out there.
There's a lot of men. There's a lot of men out there.
Yeah,
they out there. Okay.
But do they walk a straight line?
Not a lot of them. No.
So then I'm probably
Some do. They come out with their girlfriends and stuff. Look, don't be making straight men feel bad for coming out to Beyonce concerts now.
Why would I do? I would go.
Okay, good. All
What
right.
you mean? That's why I'm hurt.
Will you go to Taylor Swift concert?
You know what? I don't see if I knew one. I think I may know one of Taylor Swift's songs. To be honest with y'all, I don't know Taylor Swift songs like that. But you know who I just got put on this past weekend?
Oh.
Oh man, what is his name?
Oh, it's a guy?
He's a country singer.
Oh, okay.
Saluki.
No, no, he's a white country singer. He makes a lot of hip hop remix. Oh man, Jesus, I forgot his name.
But you would go to his concert?
I will go to his concert. He's rocking. He just made the remix with Twista Wet song.
I love Twister.
You know what I'm saying? You guys know what the Wet song by Twista?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I got all excited.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Okay. You know what? I might like that guy though. He's collabing with Twister.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Twister for sure.
I'll tell you guys his name.
Back from the Poe Pimpin' album.
Later on the show. I heard we got a guest in the building.
Listen, unlike your commentary earlier, this is not alleged. We absolutely do have a special guest in the building, y'all. I got royalty in the building, okay? She goes by the name Majestic, but she is what I would say a mom of 4, a serial entrepreneur, a very rare case you would see women in the automotive industry, okay? But she's breaking stereotypes, she's breaking ceilings, she's breaking molds, and she's sitting right here with us today on the Way Up show, coming straight from, I was going to say you live here now in Florida.
Right.
But you're a VI native, correct?
Yeah, from St. Croix, the Virgin Islands.
All right, rep.
Listen to that. When she come in here, she go like something from St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. Bop, bop. Welcome to the On the Way Up show.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, blessed morning indeed.
Now, what I found really funny the other day is I was, casually sitting down having a drink with some of my friends, and a guy ends up interrupting the conversation and finds out that I'm from Alaska, and he said, "Oh man, we need to deport her, right?" which is really funny being that Alaska is a part of the United
The
States.
US, yes.
Yes. And do you get that type of
all
ignorant
the
comments
time.
all the time, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think
If I had a penny, okay, I'd be a millionaire for the joke that I would hear that, oh, you from the Virgin Islands, you must be a virgin.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
I would be a
I
millionaire.
would you get some money on that one.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the
Every
most
day.
common, like everyone.
Every day.
Yes, every day.
Okay. You know what? I can relate. I usually get the polar bear comments, but what else besides virgin? What's the next comment that you hear all the time?
Oh my gosh, like how even Trump decided that we weren't part of the United States at all. You know, things like that, like how he stated against Puerto Rico that they weren't part of the U.S. and everything.
Right.
So they picked us with all that stuff, with his little comments, his little jabs at us. You know, one time he said that he met with the president of the Virgin Islands. I'm like, but you are the
President of
president.
the Virgin Islands, you idiot.
Yeah.
So
Like he met with the governor.
Governor.
The
Yeah.
government, right?
And he said he met with the president. I was like,
Okay.
should I even ask how you feel about Trump taking on presidency here in 2025?
I mean, your silence says it all.
Yeah.
Your silence says it all.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, right. We ain't
That's
gonna
good.
elaborate.
Yeah, we ain't gonna
That's good.
elaborate
That's
more. You're afraid that they gonna come after you if you say something, right?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them.
All right.
Now, you grew up in the islands, correct?
Yes.
How old were you when you came to the States?
I was about 14 when I came
14.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hurricane Hugo, brought us here.
Hurricane Hugo. I remember that hurricane.
Yeah, it was bad. We say Hugo was a done. Meaning that it caused like a whole bunch of destruction, a lot of damage.
Wow.
Yeah. So it totally like flattened the island.
Wow.
So, I guess a lot of people was coming over at that time.
Yes. a
Did you
few
have a lot of culture shocks coming to the States at 14?
Not really, because I was back and forth. So I really didn't pay attention to too much that was going on, not until maybe like high school. High school, I was more going through puberty. I was more open to what was going on here in the States and how it was different from the Virgin Islands.
What was the main difference?
Use
the word open.
Yes, because, man, in the States, just the way how they talk to their parents and how, when it comes to sexuality, they're very open, here in the States. In the islands, it wasn't like that. And we were strictly just educational based, like school, like the teachers beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in the States, they get away with anything.
Got it. Okay, so you kind of grew up with that traditional school, church, and have manners.
Yes.
Okay.
Just that normal island
Island
upbringing,
vibes.
it's just
Yeah.
straight island vibes. I mean,
Island vibes.
in every island, I'm from Haiti, and my family's from Haiti, and that's pretty much what goes on in Haiti as well. Is go to school, come home, and pretty much chill and wait till the next day and do it again. And don't talk back to your parents.
Right,
You
don't.
can't. So
say
in the islands, looking at your parents' eyes, right, while they talking to you, that's a sign of disrespect. Here in the state, you have to look them in the eyes when they are talking to you, and that's a sign of respect. So there's
culture differences.
Yeah,
majorly.
it's a big major culture.
Yeah. So how were you able to
Yeah.
adapt from the different cultures coming from the Virgin Islands to here in the U.S., where you are seeing some of the disrespect taking place in the homes?
Well, what I did was, honestly, I embraced where I was from and I embed that in my home, in my household with my children. So I didn't want to, succumb to what was going on, with the culture here. I still maintain, like, the food that we eat, the entertainment, like Carnival is one of the main big things for us.
Right.
So I'm still highly involved in that.
Do you get your kids involved in that too?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So I try not to be, sway too much towards that.
But when you were
I don't
a
like it.
child, was it easy for you to uphold your traditions, or did you find yourself a little envious of maybe the kids here and how relaxed parents were with them?
Oh no, it was very easy because in my household, my mom wasn't going for that. And I just
Your mom was a what? I'm
She
sorry?
wasn't going for that.
Oh,
My
she
mom
wasn't
wasn't.
going
My
for it.
mom wasn't going for none of that stuff.
Okay.
And even just the foods and what we ate, I loved it. I embraced it. I did not want to do what the kids was doing here. I would say American kids, but I can't
So you
really
wasn't-
say that because I'm an American too. I was born a U.S. citizen. But
Right.
So quick question: what's the difference between British Virgin Islands and the U.S. Virgin Islands?
Ownership.
Ownership.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But the culture is still the same.
It's still the same. It's just ownership.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Some can come to the U.S. easy and some
can go
cannot.
to-
Yeah,
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 right.
just ownership. Yeah.
And some go to England.
Yeah,
And some
and
cannot.
go to
I
the
get
UK.
It.
So it's not divided by a county line or state line.
It's divided by the ocean.
Ocean.
Yeah.
By the ocean.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
the U.S. Virgin Islands
So if
one
you're,
side
you're
and the
east,
British,
if you're the east of the ocean, that is the U.S. Virgin Island, and the west is
You can pretty much
British.
still just catch a ferry to go from one island to the next. Like say, like part of the British Virgin Islands that's right next to the U.S. Virgin Islands is Tatola. So Tatola and say St. Thomas is really just a hop and skip on a ferry on a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that far.
I actually grew up with a family from St. Thomas. I love people from the Virgin Islands.
You like Virgin?
Oh, I
Like
love
Virgin.
it.
Like Virgin. Another penny. Another penny.
Okay, so I hear you managed to come here to the States, keep your traditional roots. I respect that. And eventually, though, you would become a mom because you mentioned that you kept those traditions in your household,
Yes.
raising your kids. And I'm just curious, where in the path did you find entrepreneurship in the midst of all of this?
Well, I mean, you get tired of working for people, right? You want to do your own thing.
What was your first job here?
My first job, was that Just for Feet.
Just
I
for
don't.
feet?
Yeah, just for feet.
just for feet. Is this like a Payless?
It gotta be a
No.
It's like a Payless.
So
No, it's like a sneaker store.
yeah, it was a sneaker
Okay.
store. So do you know the Oakwood Plaza?
Yeah, right there, right here on Sheridan.
Yeah, the Oakwood Plaza. That's where it was. It's not there anymore. I think it's called. It was Just for Sports or something. It changed into.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the Nike sign.
Right. Well, and before that, they knocked down Atlantis. See, I don't know how long you guys was here, but Atlantis, the water park.
Yeah, that was right there.
Yeah.
It was right next to Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Grand Prix
They knocked it
Racerama,
down
right?
and put all that stuff there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say Just for Feet.
Look, that was definitely
Okay.
before my time.
It's definitely so. What you see now over there at what is it called? What's that city right now where they're building? I'm trying to give her a
Davie?
pinpoint. It's not Davie. Dania.
Dania.
It's
Dania?
Dania. Right?
Dania Point is right
Dania
next-
Point.
It's right across from it.
Yeah.
Well, Dania Point used to be Atlantis.
It used
Yeah.
to be Grand Prix Racerama.
Rama, yeah.
Yeah, and they built all that stuff over there.
Correct.
Okay. Shout
Yeah,
out
see,
to
so that was a
Dania.
long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, well, what job did you have right before you decided this is not for you anymore?
I was working for the #1 merchant processing company in the world. And being with that company, there was so much changes. Like it was a #1 corporate company, but at the same time, they went through so much structural change for being a #1 corporate company and like merchant processor.
Like a POS type of company?
Yes.
Okay.
So almost every month, we would have a director change. You know, someone will step down or someone will branch out to another department or something. There was a constant leadership change.
Got it.
And when it comes to you training, say, your leader to do their job at that point, and they're getting paid, say, 3 times as much as you, when do you decide, hey, it's time for you to go?
Right.
Right? Then it's time to go.
You feel like you reached your ceiling.
Right. It's time to go.
No,
Yeah, that makes no sense.
well, you could have said, not that it's time to go, but I want to be a top director of this company.
You know,
That's not the direction I wanted to go in there because it's very restrictive, especially in the corporate world, and you have to go by just their strict rules and their guidelines, you know. And sometimes you want to, if you feel like something is better that you can do, and especially give better opportunities to the employees instead of having to go through such a strict manner in a corporate way, be different and do your own thing. Be your own boss.
Okay, so you feel like you really didn't have creative freedom to really implement things.
That's one of the
Yeah.
that's one of the things. Yeah, it is a lack of creative freedom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So where did that creative freedom take you then? What was your first entrepreneurial venture?
Well, I decided to get my master's degree in business management and HR.
Oh, so you went to school.
Yes.
Okay, this sounds very Caribbean. Get your education.
Yes. Yes.
Say less word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I attained my master's degree in HR and business management, that's when I really decided, okay, I can use that skill, use my great assets to just work for myself. So it started with doing HR work, like providing professional bookkeeping, accountant, and such. And that branched out into me then having an automotive shop and getting my dealership license and also selling cars.
But when you were operating as like HR support, why not just take that to another company? You were doing this independently for
Yes.
other companies?
Yes.
Yeah, so what clicked in your mind? So I understand you want to create a freedom, but in HR work, you're creating these policies for corporations, correct?
But it's still their policies.
It's still their
It's
policies,
still their
right?
policies, right?
Right.
So what made you say, I'm going to do this as an independent person versus just going back into another company and now you got all these new credentials with you?
Well, because I was managing a lot of restaurants, managing their money, providing the staffing and everything like that. So I said, why not, of course, be independent, do it for myself, because I had several companies under my belt that I'm freelancing for. So might as well just have your own company and do your own thing.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you have any entrepreneurs in your family?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad.
There you go. That's what I was trying to figure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. At a point in time, you got to realize what your skills and your talent is, and you got to start using it for yourself. What was one of the tipping point in your last corporate job that made you decide, this is it, I have to leave here and I have to start working for myself?
Well, honestly, I was making more money doing everything that I was doing on the side. So while I was trying to juggle both, it was hard. And it made no sense to me to stick around, because if I can make more money doing what I need to do for myself, building my own brand, my own company full time, why give my talent and time to another company that's taken away from building myself?
Yeah, that sounds pretty obvious.
Absolutely.
But did you ever come across any type of financial hardships on this entrepreneurial journey that you ventured into?
Oh, of course, definitely. That's why I end up doing separate other things on the side, like, the entertainment management, because the money have to come from somewhere. You still have to fund everything, like paying for operational expenses, on top of that, your own personal bills. It's hard.
Okay, so for everyone listening and they don't know your full resume, can you share with us everything that you do?
Oh, what don't I do?
Right.
Well, I have Majestic Masterpiece Management. So that is my management company that provides professional bookkeeping, accounting services, IRS taxes, and business sales taxes, as well. And
Busy season coming up for you here.
yes.
Okay.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's fun. And then, so from there, I have Majestic Automotive Services. It's a mechanic auto shop. And from there, there's Majestic Auto Sales. So that's where the sales piece comes in from that. And aside from those three, my entertainment piece, I have Rehab and Blitz. Now, Rehab and Blitz, that's all club, entertainment stuff. So that's what kind of keep me centered, by being able to have fun and have some playtime with what I do aside from business.
Man, you really a serial entrepreneur and believing in diversifying your portfolio.
Yeah, her portfolio is
course.
well diversified.
Absolutely.
Because she had entertainment money, that's the fast money,
Yes.
that free money. She has cars, like she sells cars and she fixes
them.
Cars.
Fixes cars.
So Black,
I should've
just
been
in
there.
case. Yeah, I just, I heard you might have had some problems last
I
time.
need to get your car from my BMW. My bad man wagon is needed bad man treatment.
My mechanics are certified. They can
Nice.
handle that.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So-
we also work on commercial diesel trucks as well.
So what I think what fascinates me the most, like everything else you do seems on par. The only thing that throws me off is the automotive and the automotive sale. How did you get into the mechanic business, fixing car business, and then the selling car business? How did you get into that?
They kind of coincide with each other.
I know
Because-
when you get
right.
when you buy a used car, you gotta fix it, right? And so I get that. But how did you get into that?
Long story.
Because you don't seem like a mechanic or a wrench and all that.
Right.
I know y'all can't see her, but she in a sweater dress with some thigh-high boots.
Yeah, I can imagine you walking to the garage like, yo, pass me a 6.8
Hey,
wrench.
let me get the wrench.
I got an alternator.
Pass me the filter for the oil change.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't see that.
Yeah, how did you
Well,
get there?
that's where my management company branched me into that. Because I was managing several mechanic shops, doing doing the bookkeeping, doing the hiring, doing the accounting. You know, I was a CFO for their companies. So if I'm doing that and I see how the money is coming in and I'm managing the money, why not have something underneath my name?
Nice.
You know, build my own name with it. So that's what I did.
Nice.
Nice.
You saw how much money that dealership had potential to make,
She
and that
saw the opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She saw you buy a car for $5,000, you sell it for $15.
Yeah.
I bought it for the auction for $3, and I sold it for $25.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Well, also I do more so high end cars. So say I get a car for $150 and I'll sell it say for $260.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the Lambo queen.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say why
'Cause, yeah, when
niche
you
it
said
to the
one-
high end.
You make more money that way.
Yeah.
You know, when you get these, you know, there's lower end cars. Like say if I buy a car for $5,000, right? And I do that nickel and dime fixing it. By the time I sell it to someone, then it's problems.
Yeah.
You know, no, when you in higher end, they buy it, less problems, less headache.
Cause they expect it to work. If it don't work, they're prepared to fix a transmission in a
And it comes with less problems.
no problem. I got you.
I love that.
So how long you been doing cars? How long is your car part of your portfolio been existing?
2 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The management company, 5.
Nice.
Good.
Congratulations.
The automotive side is your most recent endeavor,
Yes,
correct?
it's the most recent.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
now that you participate in so many areas, how do you manage your time and be, you know, successful as successful as you are? Because it seems like you got so much going on.
Yeah,
but-
time
and there's
management
only
is-
24 hours in the day.
Yeah, you have to master time management, you know, definitely. So I center myself. So what I will do, even when it comes to promo, I'll say, okay, from 9 to 1, this is what business I'm going to focus on. Then say, okay, from 3 to 6, I'll focus on this. So I definitely put myself on a schedule. And then of course, there's a lot of hiccups in between, you know, because I have to, same time, I'm still a mother, so I have to deal with my kids. But I just try to stay focused and just centered. I'm not the type of person that get upset too much. You know, like if I'm having a bad day, you would not know. So I think that helps as well. When you have a calm manner and you can, you know, handle problems very well, it helps center you.
All right.
I like it.
So, you guys, we have to go to a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to talk more about this life-work balance, because I've been hearing you got to get up extra early to be successful. So I want you to speak on that for me for sure when we come back. So don't go too far. We're going to learn what it takes to be a serial entrepreneur and manage a family, right?
Yes.
All right, let's talk work-life balance when we get back.
Hey, don't go too far. We'll be right back. You're listening to the On the Way Up show only on Highly Unique Radio.
Yeah, so it's so weird. From this, I have to go to Club Blitz because I have promo at Club Blitz with the people for the after party for Rolling Loud. In Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. So I told them I'll meet them there at 11 o'clock. So that's part of still the entertainment piece. It's
Now, when you say you do the promo, what does that involve?
with Blitz and Rehab, because I still do events at clubs. You know, so I have to, of course, you know, show my face. You know, I'm managing the DJs as well, so I help them, you know, get the gig. You know, so I'm there on stage with them, like, you know, doing shout outs to the companies. You know, I'm making sure the bartenders are doing what they're supposed to do. You know, things like that. Yeah.
The venues are contracting you for the event, or
Yes.
Yeah, I got a venue for it. I got a venue that needs your help, baby.
Because a lot of times they don't want to deal with the headache of employees, and they want to make sure their money is also flowing right. So if they have someone from the outside that they trust, you know, they go with it. It actually works. And I'm not going to complain. That's going to mess up my money.
And how do you promote the events?
Social media and the DJs.
Yeah,
Like
the
right now I
DJ.
have another DJ at Bahama Breeze in Pembroke Pines, and he's doing, you know, they're promoting and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's my favorite Bahama Breeze one.
They want to Pembroke Pines. I have a DJ there.
Yeah, that's my favorite Bahama Breeze. I used to see Chad Ochocinco there.
Because they start doing live DJs, so he's, I got him a gig over there.
The Bahama Breeze in Fort Lauderdale on US 1, they should be popping better, but on that open park, I think they're open park on US 1, and they ain't popping. Like,
The food sucks, to be honest with you. all Bahama Breeze, the food suck. I have not been to one good Bahama Breeze. I haven't. I haven't. Yeah, the drinks are good, but the food.
Okay, now we on the same page. I didn't want to say that, but
No,
I'm
the
like,
food
yeah,
sucks.
the food is terrible, but the
It's
drinks are
horrible.
good.
I agree. The food
It's
is not
horrible.
the best.
Yeah, the rocket pops fell off.
That's why when
I'm
y'all said
surprised they're
Bahama
still
Breeze, I was
open.
like, oh, really?
I don't know why they're still open, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the drinks.
Yeah.
They pour heavy. Yeah, they pour heavy.
And you know, people of color.
Once you drink it, happy. I think it's the environment too, because it has that look like, you know, we just went away somewhere. I don't know. I've only been to the one on Sawgrass.
Yeah, the ambiance is nice.
Yeah.
You know, I have two artists I can bring on here. You know, John FX and Frankie B.
Okay.
You probably know John FX. He's a Grammy-winning producer.
Bring them through. We love him.
Yeah. Yeah, he did before X died, he did X album that went, you know, platinum or whatever the case may
X?
be.
DMX?
Extension.
Oh.
No,
No,
Extension.
Extension.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
14 minutes.
Okay. So I think with this part of the segment, I think we just want to drop some gems to people. So if you think about, there's other single moms out there that want to venture off into entrepreneurship, what advice would you give? I'll probably ask you something like that. And again, going back to this work-life balance, how do you manage your schedule? What time are you going to bed? Especially working at nightclubs, you know what I'm saying? What time are you going to bed? What time are you waking up?
Are you 8-hour woman or no? You get 8 hours sleep?
No.
No.
And we are back. You guys, I'm sitting here with Majestic. What's up, baby girl?
Beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So glad to have you here with us.
Good to have you, Majestic.
If
And
I'm glad
I'm
to be
inspired
here.
by you already.
Yeah, I need you
You
to
know.
mentor me.
Yeah. I need to take some lessons. You
No.
know, I'm bad at time management, and for you to have so much going on and to be able to remain calm, that's a gift. And I want to learn that gift from you.
Yeah, do you meditate?
Honestly, I have to say my kids, they're a blessing. They're part of it, you know, because my kids are able to, they manage themselves as well, and they don't give me problems like that. You know, so I would raise some awesome kids.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
can contest to that. Amazing. Well, I've met your son. I haven't met all your kids, but Brian,
Yeah, so I have to give it up to them for that. Because none of this would be possible if I had to run behind them so much.
right. I like that. But are you a woman of prayer? Like, how do you find peace? Because, you know, it may not be your kids, you know, driving you crazy, but life happens, right?
That is true.
So how do you find peace in the midst of, you know, lifing?
I drink water and mind my business.
Okay, that part. That part. Yes.
Round of applause for that.
Only way you stay young, right?
Yeah. Drink water and,
And mind your
my
business. That's it.
I gotta get on that time.
Me
So,
too.
Majestic, I have to ask, do you watch TV?
Bits and pieces of it, not as much.
Okay, I was just curious. But really, I wanted to know, are you an 8-hour sleeper, or how do you manage your schedule with so much going on? What time are you in the bed, especially working at night with these events? Are you an early riser?
I'm an early riser because I still take my kids to school. So once I drop them off, I would say I'll give myself about an hour or so just to kind of like mentally focus on what is it I'm going to do today. What I have to accomplish. Do I have a minute to kind of sit down? If I have time, I go get a mani and pedi. You know, that's a little treat to myself. Give me a little break. But I definitely do not get 8 hours of sleep. I would love to. But I travel when I can.
Okay.
Traveling, you know, it helps a lot. And I travel by myself.
So, give me like just a stereotypical day for you. All right, what time are you going to bed?
Tonight, I'm probably going to bed maybe like around 2, 3 o'clock this morning.
Okay, and then what time are you going to get up to take the kids to school?
Well, good thing that it's
The weekend.
the weekend. So I can probably sleep until about 9.
Okay, and then like on on a work day, for example, like today is Monday, if you have an event tonight, let's say, and it's until 2:00 in the morning and you have to get up to take them to school, what time would that normally be?
I take them to school at 7:40 in the morning.
7:40.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get about 4 hours in there.
So I get home, shower, catch up on some emails, check emails, see what I need to do, make sure I don't have anything going on still that same day, nothing that's urgent that I haven't missed. And I just try to get a little shut-eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
After you drop
I'm a
them
light
off,
sleeper, so my alarm wakes me up. I could just hear a little charm, just and I'll wake up.
Right.
Now, are you the type of people that just turn around and snooze the alarm and sneak in another hour, or you're up immediately as soon as you hear the sound?
Oh, no, I definitely snooze.
Now we talking. That's me.
I hit that snooze.
Okay, well, you just became a little bit more human.
Yeah,
first.
well, it
Appreciate
depends
that.
on what I have going on that day. I hit the snooze.
Yeah. Because I was just going to ask, like, well, after you drop off the kids to school, are you getting back in the bed for a nap? Do you take naps?
Are wealthy people like you take naps? She said,
I get naps in at the office.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah, I take naps at the office. I
naps
do.
are important, man.
Yeah, I think adult naps are the most important thing
man.
for you throughout the day, especially around 2:00. I don't know for you, for all you guys, but around 2:00, that's when my eyes get heavy.
Yeah.
And I need at least 45 minutes.
Mine is 3:00.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody has a time. I thought it was just me. I thought I was weird.
Naps are good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to get into your mind a little bit, right? Because our listeners, they're on the way up, right? So whether it's in their corporate careers or if they're on this entrepreneurial venture like yourself, what advice would you give to somebody as far as what type of mindset do you need to embrace to really become successful at entrepreneurship?
Just start. Don't think about it. Just start. Because everyone wait until it's the perfect timing. Oh, wait till I do this, or I have this to do. I'm gonna wait till I have this job, or no, just start. And they don't know where to start. Just start.
And do you have a measure system for success? How do you measure success?
It based on the individual, because we all have our own limitations, and of course, what we want to achieve. So for me, my measurement is with success. There's no limitations, honestly. I just want to keep going. So I don't really have a measurement on it, for me personally.
But do you ever find like your kids say, Mom, we don't see you as much as we would like to see you? Do you feel that pull from family?
No, because my kids work for me.
Oh, that's dope.
That part.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Keep it all in the
Oh,
family.
she's killing
Right.
me.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm about to join her master class.
Tell me when the ebook is coming out.
Speaking of which, if people want to tap into maybe one of your businesses or to you personally, how can they find you?
Well, I have Majestic Masterpiece Management on IG, and there's Majestic Auto Sales and Majestic Automotive
Okay.
as well.
So if you're looking for a nice exotic car, check you out. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I would say so, definitely.
Coach, I think it's time for us to go get the highly integrated Lambo
I'm ready.
combo.
Yeah, do you guys do raps? Are y'all rapping cars?
I get the lime green. Though.
I get a yellow banana. Let's get
do
it
it.
poppin'.
Let's get it poppin'.
I love it. And then we can show up to one of your events.
Definitely, come on by.
Yeah.
Have an event tonight. Come on.
So does that mean big discount?
Of course.
Nice.
I definitely,
nice.
I give back to the community.
Nice.
I love it.
You have to.
And we are the community.
Yes. Donate.
Okay, listen, now as we close out, I just want you to leave us one last piece of gem, okay? Imagine that you're talking to a single mom out there. She's juggling 4 kids. She's, like you said, she's just starting. She's taking that step out and she's becoming an entrepreneur. What is the advice or the motivation you're going to tell her?
Don't stop. Just keep going. Because I believe in that saying, if you can't walk, crawl.
Okay.
If you can't run, walk. Eventually you'll get there. Take the baby steps that you need to take, but just keep moving. As Harriet Tubman says, keep moving. Don't stop. Just keep moving.
Keep moving.
I love that.
Keep moving.
Do you identify with women who say they feel disadvantaged because they're Black or because they're women?
Oh, there's definitely a glass ceiling. Because because look at me being a woman in the automotive industry. It's hard for a lot of people to, believe that, especially men. So I do come across a lot of, arrogance. But at the end of the day, they respect it though. And you just have to respect yourself. Don't let anyone deter you. So if they don't respect you, then they can go somewhere else. But you make sure you keep your self-respect. You don't sway because of anybody else. I'm very unwavering to what I want.
Oh, I love that.
What I'm hearing, what you just said is that there's a glass ceiling, but it seems like you broke through all barriers.
You're breaking all barriers. Right?
So,
have
I
to
mean,
keep moving.
Yeah, got to keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, keep moving.
That's dope. I ain't mad at that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Hey, just let me know when the ebook coming out.
I'm working on it.
Sign me up.
Entrepreneurial 101.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Let me know.
I'm there.
We're there.
No,
Yeah.
wait. Are you single, Majestic?
Next question.
Ooh.
She need her and Star.
I think you're gonna run for president, and you found your new vice president. Great at deflections.
The pivot is amazing. The
deflections.
pivot is amazing, B.
Well, whenever you're ready, I definitely would love to invite you back on the show, and we can talk about managing love and career. Okay, but when you're ready.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Now, give your IG one more time if anybody's looking for you.
Majestic Masterpiece Management, Majestic Automotive Sales, and Majestic Automotive. I would say, but I also want to hit up, Tycoon Party Rental. So I also forgot about Tycoon.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your party rental. I saw the bounce house on your Instagram. I wanted to ask about that too, because you didn't mention that, and I just wanted to make sure, is this the right person? So I wanted to make sure that we ask you about it. Can you talk a little bit more about your party rental business?
Well, they do rent bounce houses. Also, there's a food truck called Tycoon Fun Foods as well. And Tycoon Fun Food was inside the Broward Mall as well. And that was the main, food store to be at. But unfortunately, the roof caved in, so we had to leave from there.
Oh, now you're in a food truck.
Yes, so now we have the food truck, Tycoon
Pivot.
Fun Foods.
Pivot, keep it,
Right.
keep on moving.
I saw that you guys have bounce houses. Do you also have rent tables and chairs for rent?
Yes,
for the
we do
listeners out there
tables,
who's
chairs,
trying
all your
Okay.
party needs.
Good. And where's that company located?
That's in West Park.
West Park.
Yes.
Awesome.
Right here.
All right. Listen,
Is
this
there a
is your
number? Is there a
one-stop
number?
shop, lady, right here.
Is there a number that you can share?
Yes, it's 954-498-1299.
All right. There you have it.
Listen, man. I feel
Majestic the God.
Word.
Right here on The Way Up show.
I need to look at Majestic car auto sale and see what they got on for sale right now.
You ready to trade in that BMW?
Please share that link.
Down.
A little birdie told me you got a lime Lambo just sitting there waiting for somebody
Yeah,
to pick it up.
I heard it need to be picked up
Yeah.
by Friday.
Whatever you need, I can get it for you.
Oh,
See, even
I hear you do
Look,
buy
she
here,
talk
pay
right
here
too,
deals
y'all.
as well. So.
You take it all.
I heard the buy here, pay here deals as well. So, hey, let the people know, Majestic.
We working right now. That's nice.
Well, listen, you guys, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, tapping in. If you have any questions for Majestic, please make sure you reach out to her or leave a comment for us in our YouTube channel. I love to hear from you. We always talk back, and remember, we do talk nice.
Nice. Hey, yo, we'll be right back tomorrow morning, right?
Back at it.
See you guys Tuesday morning.
Peace.
Peace.